We're back where it all began, deep in the heart of the Ouachita National Forest. This place isn't just trees and trails to us, it's home. It's where we first pitched a tent, cooked over an open fire, and fell in love not just with the outdoors, but the life we're living now. Every time we return, it's like we're turning back to the very first page of our story. And this trip, this one's for the soul.
We are finally back in Arkansas, and we were so happy to be back home that we decided we are going to go tent camping. And we're trying to get to the spot that we have not been to in probably a little over a decade since we've camped here. So we don't know what we're going to get into. We don't know if the road is going to be grown up, if anybody else has used it. We're just going to have to see. Hopefully we can get back there. If we can't, we have other options, obviously, but this was on our mind of where we wanted to go.
I think Kelly really misses this spot because it hasn't been a decade, it's only been a half a decade.
Oh yeah, it's been, okay, so like 5 or 6 years, I think. All right, let's check it out. I'm anxious. And I'm gonna leave that door open just in case, you know, things don't lock properly. And if you're new to the channel, this is our other vehicle. It's a 2010 Hummer, no, 2000 what?
6. I wish it was 2010.
2006 Hummer H3, and this is our get around the woods vehicle. So we're back in the Bear Jew, that's her nickname.
And it ticks because it has an exhaust leak. We'll fix it one day. I love that truck. It's simple, it's easy to get around, even if it smells like oil. It's fine. I love it.
It burns oil. It's not dripping oil. It burns oil. All right, so this is looking pretty clear.
People have been back here.
Yeah.
The very first time we came here, we had to trim back some of the limbs that were scraping the side of the truck, and the fire ring down here was destroyed. Kelly, it looks like it's there.
Oh, I'm sure we got to do some of the Lord's work. Oh, I feel like I remember. Yeah, somebody come back here. Oh my gosh.
Quartz, Kelly.
It's beautiful.
This is better than I remembered.
Yeah, it is. So yeah, we got it. We usually put our tent here in the very back, and then we'll back the Hummer down, stop like right there somewhere, and set up right here, which I guess we'll have to redo a fire pit.
And we haven't been able to camp here since we've had the truck camper, or when we had the no-bow trailer, because there was no way in space to be able to put anything back here. That's the main reason we haven't been here.
Oh my God.
And what's funny is when we were in Florida, Kelly says, "You know where I want to camp?" I said, "Where?" She says, "That place that we did the Thanksgiving cookout. Right here. Heaven on earth, y'all. Heaven on earth."
Gosh.
You want to just touch the water real quick?
I do.
Just go ahead and do it. Cleanse your soul with some good old Arkansas water.
Oh, and it's cold, but it's not like freezing. I want to drink it. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Now, all this water is rain dependent. It's not like the southern part of the Ouachita Mountains where you have a lot of springs. So if it hadn't have poured down raining, this creek wouldn't have been running this well.
All right.
Hey, you can tell it came up to here recently. All this has been cleaned out. Honestly, it came up here.
Maybe that's why it's so clean looking.
Maybe.
I don't know. That's too high up there. I don't know.
You want to help me back down?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, cedar. Down cedar.
Oh, we're going to have a nice fire.
The fire will begin. More cedar. Did we bring swimming trunks? Darn.
Nope. I didn't think it was going to feel this warm. So it said the high today was 84, but that's in town, and I usually go like at least 5 or 10 degrees difference when you're out in the woods. And then the low tonight is supposed to be 49, so I figured I didn't bring any swimming trunks. I wish I would have. Well, for him and me a swimsuit. I wish I would have. What do you think about right there? Yeah.
I messed up date night. I need to get here anyways. I need to get that rubber mallet so I can put that rubber mallet in the door. I forgot I used to do that. Here it is. Here.
We're testing out a new tent, and this is the Alpha C4 Ultra by Fantik, and it claims a 60-second setup.
Let's put it to the test.
This is your new go-to for quick, rugged, and comfortable shelter. Just pop it, lock it, and shake it. Perfect when you're racing daylight or dodging weather. The C4 Ultra shrugs off heavy wind and rain with reinforced seams, tough zippers, and a waterproof fly that actually works. With room for up to 4 adults, this tent feels more like a cabin than a tent. Standing height ceiling, big windows, and pockets for days. It's your base camp luxury suite. If you want fast, tough, and cozy, the Alpha C4 Ultra delivers. Fantik is currently having an Easter promotion. Use our discount code, codyandkellie, to get 32% off on the Alpha C4 Ultra 60-second instant tent. But hurry up, the discount will end on April 30th. You can find the link and code in the description below. Thank you, Fantik, for sponsoring this video.
47.52, but 47. I'm really shocked at just how fast this went up. But like Kelly said, this thing feels more like a cabin, doesn't it? However, I do want to show just how heavy duty these zippers are. They are solid. Every single one of these windows zip up, including this, if you take the rain fly off. And you have 2 doors, one here and one right here. I think that this deserves the old saying, uptown high rent.
All right, we got everything set up. When we go camping, we use 2 cots, but we were able to get both of our cots in here. We push them together to make a bed. And we still have room to walk around on each side. Pretty nice, all the windows. Oh, we got one more thing we gotta set up. Our light. Done. Okay. Now we wanna go get in the creek. Full disclosure, it's a lot hotter than we anticipated it on being, and we have no swimming trunks, so here we are cooling off in the creek.
It's pretty hot.
And the water feels so good though. I think once the sun kind of goes behind those trees and we get some shade, I think it'll be good. But for right now, it just feels rewarding after setting everything up to just come out here. And I just saw fish jump.
And I brought my fly fishing gear. I just saw another fish jump.
Wow, yeah, you might get something.
It feels so good to be home.
Yeah, this is everything that I dreamed of and more. Like I'm loving every bit of this.
There's just a few things we're upset about. 1, we don't have swimming gear. We've already covered that. 2, Kelly doesn't have her lounger. It's back in the truck.
Where we left from this morning is my parents' house, and it was colder there than it is here. I don't know how when this is up in the mountains and they're in like the Red River Valley. I don't know.
Yeah, it's Texarkana, Arkansas. It's on the border of Texas and Arkansas is where her parents live, and that's where the truck camper is. And usually it's warmer there than it is here. That's usually how it works. Man, I love it, Kelly.
I love it.
I love it.
Water's warmer over here.
You know what I haven't done in a long time? Skip a rock.
This is like if you want to go kayaking.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go kayaking very soon. Where are the rocks?
You're standing on all of them.
Well, I meant a flat rock. Need a good old flat rock. Oh, there it is. The perfect stone. I was a rock skipping champ of Stone County. No, not really.
Well,
but
from Stone.
I'm not even from Stone County, but Stone County, Arkansas, they do have an annual rock skipping competition. I thought about going for it. Here, babe, let's see if I can do this. Ready?
Yep. Oh, yeah, you need to be in that competition. What was that, like 6?
That was solid, yeah. But I know there's guys out there that probably do like 20.
Wow, but that was your first time in
I was trying not to throw my shoulder out.
Oh, yeah.
I honestly threw my shoulder out once doing this too much. Here's another good one. Let's see. Gotta get low.
That's pretty good. We're gonna get some dinner started and we're starving. So we're gonna make spaghetti. Boy, you could not ask for a better view cooking dinner.
There's something extremely soothing about this. It's been not as peaceful as I thought it would be the last few months. You gotta get out to nature, you gotta get out in the middle of nowhere, just like this. I'd say to reset.
Yep.
Honey, I have been craving your homemade spaghetti for months.
Yeah, I feel like we've been talking about it for a while.
Earlier, whenever I was setting up the camera to get some shots, I saw a little crawfish. Wasn't red. We have some red ones here. It looked like they've been cooked. Wanted to see if I could find another one.
Oh, babe.
What happened?
Can you open the can?
Yeah.
Can opener?
Yeah. Wait. Without its can opener. Yeah. Maybe. I'll do my best.
We can't open it. Then we can't open it.
There's a hack. There's a hack.
Well, we don't have the internet to look for the hack. I always forget something, y'all. Come on.
There's some kind of hack right here around the top. Gosh. Whenever you need phone service. I did bring my tool bag. Maybe I can make something happen with my tools.
I was thinking about it last night too when I was laying in bed. I was like, I really hope we get everything. Dun dun dun.
Well, I got everything that was on my list.
Yeah, but mine's a little harder than yours.
Touche.
I have to take literally everything from our house.
Let me see what I can do for you, honey. Might have to use my feet
Oh.
to hold it. Honey, I do not know where these pliers have been.
They've been...
These aren't the bad ones. So just right in here?
Yep, in the oven.
What all you got in there? Tomato paste, garlic, onions, and wine? Come on. Best sous chef ever.
Yay! Oh.
That's scary.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Now I just gotta clean myself off.
just adding my final finishing touches.
How long has that got to cook for?
Probably like 30 minutes to an hour.
That's a long time, dude.
Well, we used to use the pressure cooker, which we don't own anymore, and that would have taken like 20 minutes. But it's still early. I think what, like 5? How is it?
5:18.
Yeah. I mean, we got plenty of time.
So while Kelly lets that simmer, I'm gonna go get my angel princess some cedar wood to start a fire.
Nice.
And I see my cedar wood right up there. You want to talk about the hottest fire on the planet? Well, hottest wood fire, not the hottest. I'm sure you can make hotter fires with nuclear fission or fusion, nuclear fusion, stuff like that. Fission. And I have fallen in love with this saw from Home Depot. No. Atwood. No. Home Depot. Yes, Home Depot. Sorry, I got it. The reason I know this stuff burns hot is whenever we used it to cook in a Dutch oven, it cooks really fast. Of course, you can also feel it super hot. Super, super hot. And it looks like there was a controlled burn around here because the bottom side is a little tarnished. You want to smell the greatest thing on God's green earth? That right there. I'd hate to be allergic to cedar. That would be very, very sad. I got you a sniffing stick. Take a whiff of that right there.
Smells like a chest.
Or a hamster cage.
Yeah. I think we got
Plenty of firewood. And that is from the controlled burn.
Go along with our spaghetti. Yesterday, with a lot of butter, but butter's good, I made homemade bread, and I've got our very delicious Amish butter that we are going to toast it in.
And don't let her lie to you. She's already cut into the bread.
Oh, for sure. I had some yesterday.
You did?
When it was done, I had to try it. Boom. There it is. It's so beautiful.
See that big old missing piece?
Yep, that was all me.
That was all Kelly.
I'm gonna put this back over here.
Oh, I thought you were cutting it all up.
We'll start with this.
And how's that sauce looking?
Oh, sauce is done, by the way.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, smells delicious. We're about to dig in.
Do we have any freshly grated Parmesan?
Yes, we do, sir.
I was just joking.
Ask and you shall receive.
Asked for a can opener, didn't get that.
I brought a cheese grater.
Yes, I remember putting the cheese grater
You
in.
didn't ask for the can opener, I did. We have our Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. We're gonna grate some of that up.
Does Reggiano mean that it's aged? Is that the whole point?
It is aged. How long? 24 months.
It has like little crystals in it. It's kind of crystallized.
Yeah.
So good. And Kelly's not joking about this butter. We eat it straight. Yeah, it doesn't come in a jar like that.
What? Oh, yeah. It comes in a huge block wrapped in parchment paper. And then you just store it. We can't have a butter thing because we live on the road full time. So we have a jar. We put it in. And it can be left out. That's the good thing about it, is it can be left out on your counter so you have soft butter to spread on things. Because
it's real butter by the Amish. And if it's not by the Amish, I'm just going to believe for the rest of my life it's by the Amish. Makes it special.
All right, so this is yours if you want to
Put some noodles on it.
A little bit of parm. We've got a meal. So good.
Something Kelly and I are really enjoying about this moment is the simplicity of the gear. It's been since we lived in the house that it's been this simple. I really miss it.
I do too. I just wish that I had my separate camping tub so I don't have to haul everything out of our truck camper. That's why I forget things. Then it would be perfect. Well, other things it would be perfect, but yeah, I wish it was possible for us to do this more often. Oh, I'm looking forward to going to bed. Can't wait. It looks so cozy.
It does look cozy. Let's see what this looks like. Kelly just told me it's almost 8 o'clock. Oh, that does look cozy, Kelly. Right in front of the creek. You could not have a better sleeping situation than that. Well, there are better, but camping-wise, tent camping-wise, or as I call it, true camping-wise, you can't do much better than that. Man, this looks real cozy, Kelly.
I know, I can't wait to go to bed.
I gotta admit, this is nice.
Right?
How tall this is on the sides.
I know, I'm really digging it.
So we'll let y'all know in the morning how we like this new tent.
Good night. Good morning. We slept really well last night. It did get cold around 4 o'clock and we had to close all the windows.
And then I had to put on a long sleeve shirt. Thank you, Kelly, for bringing a long sleeve. I wouldn't have thought about that. Might not have brought swimming trunks, but she brought me a long sleeve, and that is more important when you can't feel your shoulders at night.
Yeah, I came more prepared for cold weather than warm weather.
With all these windows down, it really allowed a lot of cold air in, and then once we zipped it up, it got a little warmer. But I'm gonna give this tent a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I like it.
I like the space and the ease of setting up. Kelly said we're not playing with this fire today. We're making a big Odin fire. My problem is that's all we got left. I'm on it, babe. We accomplished our goal. That is the true definition of an Odin fire made in record time. And the smoke is really good. Love it. Warm up the edges of these toes.
With the old dogs.
Man, hope my feet don't melt.
You have shoes and you have socks. This dude.
Yeah, they're on top of the truck right now. I just know in about 30 minutes I'll have to take it all off. And I'll start sweating.
You got a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You gotta wait for that sun to get over the ridge there.
I had some hiking boots once, and we camped, and it was so cold. It was like 20 degrees. And we made a big old pine fire, basically. It melted the bottom of my hiking boots.
You still wore them for what, like a year after?
Matter of fact, they were the exact same pair I wore when we went full time and sold our house.
Oh yeah, the green Columbia.
With the orange bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we sold our house, and then you were able to buy a new pair of shoes.
And those are the ones I still have. This morning, Kelly is making breakfast that I requested. Sliders. Breakfast sliders.
Lighter don't want to work. It got cold, no, it don't want to work.
I know y'all probably see that this has an automatic lighter on it. It doesn't work anymore. It's dead.
I think it worked on one of them. I just don't even mess with it though. I don't know if all these are gonna fit.
You need a knife.
Can't see. I doubt they're all gonna fit. It is finally warmed up. The sun has crested over and we've put on our shorts. I think I'm gonna go catch me some vitamin D right over there on that rock. And Cody, I think, is gonna go fishing.
I'm gonna wet my first line in Arkansas since we've returned home. Feels good. Probably won't catch anything. And if I do, it'll be a little guy. Unless I walk way down to the river. This creek flows into an actual river. And there might be some big smallmouth bass in there. Might do that, I don't know.
How far is the river from here? Is it far?
On an easy walk, it's short. Walking through all this,
Oh, yeah.
it's probably gonna take about 30 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little chilly. But the sun is on this side of the creek, and we're in pretty much full shade. And I'm sure this afternoon it'll be really sunny over there. But I'm posting up over here. Dude, it's a beautiful day. Not a cloud in one cloud. Really beautiful.
Like I said, I'd catch a bass, but it's gonna be a really small one. That is a baby right there. You want to see a pretty fish, and this one's bigger than the last one. Look at this little guy. That is a good way to start out my first trip back home.
A snake, a snake, a snake, a snake.
Now, we do see snakes from time to time, especially this time of year and in the summer. However, the most common snakes we see are non-venomous. And I know what many of you are going to say. You don't care if it's non-venomous or if it's venomous. A snake is a snake. They're all dangerous. I'm going to take a wild guess that this is a non-venomous snake you saw.
I don't know. Right there, it's a little one.
And yeah, that looks, that pattern on it looks, nope, that is a common water snake.
Oh.
He is non-venomous, you can tell by his head. Yeah, he's trying to hide out. He'll come out later though. So that is a common water snake. They're non-venomous. You can tell because it doesn't have a pit viper head. And that's normally the snake we see when we're along waterways. Every once in a while we might see a copperhead. I'd say for every like 50 of those we see, we might see one copperhead. Every 100, we might see a water moccasin. And the only time I ever see a water moccasin is usually around more stagnant water, lakes, things like that. Not so much moving mountain water. Not saying they're not up here, I just don't see them as often.
We decided we wanted to go see what's up the creek a little ways. You can only see so far, and then it bends.
We did come up this way a long time ago, so we don't know if anything's changed. There is a waterfall. Well, a little waterfall.
Woo!
What?
Look.
No way.
That's another thing about this area. Long time ago when we were here, I was hiking up there and I literally came down with a handful of little clear points. And I didn't even have to dig for them. They were like right there on the surface. I just had to plop them up, but I'm gonna take that back. My parents are gonna be like, got another one?
You're just as bad with quartz as you are with shells.
Remind me to get that on my back.
I won't remember where it's at. Well, set it up on a rock, like make it stand out. Look at
It
that.
already stands out. What you talking about?
I thought you saw another snake.
Oh.
Can you hold that? Sorry, I am not the best Sioux hiker. I can be a Sioux hiker too, right? Is that like a co-hiker? Sidekick, I'm a sidekick. Cody the sidekick. It's got a good little ring to it. See? Cody the sidekick.
That's why I married you.
That's the only reason you married me?
Wow, that's pretty. Well, as far as I'm going. Are you gonna keep walking?
Yeah, I might go a little bit further. Honestly, I came prepared to go a little bit further. I brought my handy dandy knife. This is my bushwhacking knife. It's a little rusted, but it's called a Nomad field knife. It's a beast. By Work Tough Gear.
Didn't it come out right here?
My trail? Yeah.
Like either that
Right
way
there.
or that way.
Yeah.
See that path?
You want me to walk with you and recreate it? Well, my trail was almost fully cleared out. Had to clean it up a little bit for Kelly because I want to come back and get my backpack so I can continue hiking on. But this is what I had cleared out a long time ago. Just made this little path here. Look how quick that was. Already here. It will not take me long to get down there. I promise. My famous last words as always. In all honesty, what do you think it's going to take? Or how long do you think it's going to take me?
An hour.
I'm going to
I
say,
don't know how far.
you're right about that. Well, if I'm going to do it, I better get started. I'll be back, honey. I'll be that way. You're looking for me. Last time I was here, I flew the drone all the way up the creek, trying to get some beautiful shots, and I saw this waterfall. And little did I know that that last time we were here would be the last time we would be here for about a half a decade or more. So I really want to try to make it to this waterfall today. I already hear the first waterfall, which is the one that Kelly and I came to. And like I said, it's not a big waterfall. It's Nothing grand, but it is breathtaking. And like I said, it's breathtaking, isn't it?
I'm gonna head back over to the campsite, but I'm gonna take that trail Cody just checked and see if we can't find any quartz, just to show you guys how they're literally everywhere. Because I definitely don't need any more quartz, although, I mean, it's always nice to have some. I do need to stop and get that rock. So basically all you're looking for is just something just glimmering in the dirt. And that's when you know that you found something. I think I was like right up there. I don't think I went further than that. I don't even know where this trail is. It all looks cleared out.
On to the next waterfall, which I don't think anything. I don't really know how far it is. I'm just gonna bushwhack my way through. This is the furthest I've ever gone, and I can't believe this is all just above our camp spot that we've camped at a handful of times.
Okay, this is not, oh, I don't know, this is pretty good. Okay, this is a nice one. It's not completely clear, but it's pretty good. So this is where our camp is down there. So I'm kind of high up, just using the trees to hold on. And it's all right.
Ooh. Now this would be a good hole to fish. Throwing a line right below that waterfall. That's deep. Kelly would freak out right now. This is a whole entire vein of quartz. From here to there. That's a solid 2 foot wide, which means there might be a good amount of quartz if you just follow this up there somewhere. It'd be awesome if I just found a good one for her. I'll be on the lookout.
Okay, we found something. It's obviously not very big, but this right here, do you see that? That is a clear quartz. That is a clear one. There's another one. Definitely not seeing as many as I found a long time, don't know what that is, a long time ago, but this is definitely the right spot. We got some here. Yeah, this is a money spot right here. I still got mine. And I'm gonna go get that other one. Saw the water. Look at all of them though. So cool. I mean, you could get lost out here for hours. Hours.
I really hope this is not the waterfall I thought I saw on the drone. I couldn't get the drone down very far because we've got ridges here and a ridge there, and the camp is around the bend. So whenever the drone came down, I started losing signal with it. I'm gonna go just a little bit further.
That's the right place, those right there. Oh my gosh, do y'all see that? Do you see that? Do you see that? Perfect, clear point Yes, I'm keeping that. It was literally laying right there. Yes, that is mine now. You belong to me. I cannot believe that. This is what I'm talking about. Actually, I can't believe it. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm looking for, and right there. Literally just laying there. Man, I came what I was looking for. Or I found what I came to look for. Just one. So I like to find these because I can make jewelry with them. But I'm so happy I found this perfect point. Beautiful. Okay, now let's figure out how to get down while holding my rock. And maybe if I follow this, there might be some more on the way down. This is like the perfect spot because there's been erosion here. That one's pretty soon. Woo! Whoa! Okay. Hello.
I want to get off the creek just for a second because I'm seeing a lot of crumbled quartz like this, which means there might be some points around here somewhere. Y'all, I found it. Right there. But what I want to find is some loose points. Like this. Oh! No! 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 If this is what I think this is, this will be the largest point I've ever found. Hope it's not attached to anything. I found big points before, but they've always been attached to things. Right there. Oh, okay. Never mind. It looked a lot bigger. I thought it was huge. It still looks cool though. I'm gonna save that one for the Angel Princess. But if that's there, there's gotta be something larger. And what's weird is you don't have to go down very deep. Now take a look at this. That is a beautiful cluster. And look at those clear points right there. They look like diamonds, don't they? I found a couple other clusters, but if I don't keep moving, Kelly's gonna be 100% correct about this taking me 2 hours.
I'm gonna head back down to the creek and find that other big one I wanted to take. There it is. Isn't it just amazing? That's what I love about being out here. You can just find so many cool things. Okay, I'm gonna get back on my chair and relax. Well, the sun has moved since I was last here, so I'm gonna take my chair, come back over here, find a spot.
Yeah, that was it. We've gotten into a valley, and whenever you go through valleys, there are no waterfalls. The reason why there are waterfalls there is the creek over a really long time cut through a mountain ridge. And that is why there's waterfalls. And that's another reason in the Ouachitas why most of our rivers don't have large waterfalls, is because they usually run along the length of mountain valleys. And this here is how it's going to look the rest of the way until we get to one of our other favorite camping spots. Because a road, low water bridge, crosses up here, I think. You know what? Let's just walk up there and see. Because I'm just assuming here. And you know what assuming does? This, my friends, this is a big chunk of quartz. And look how big these points are. This quartz size is what I thought I found. Look down in here. You see all these points? Look how big they are compared to my finger. That is what I thought I found. Basically a point as big as my finger. It was not loose. I wish I could just shake that loose in one of these down in here. But, like I originally thought, here's the low water bridge. That waterfall just looks bigger when you're 300 feet up in the air and with the drone looking down at it. I still had a good time though. I was just walking back to camp and I think I found the money hole for quartz crystals. I haven't found any big ones, but look at all these loose points. And they're just sitting here like that. Look at that. Look at that. And look. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, camp is right there. And I am running a little behind. But guys, if I can find Kelly a massive point, I mean, that's the point, right? Look at that. Okay, she's just gonna have to wait because they're getting bigger as I go up. Just follow this little washout right here. This must be a quartz vein because quartz have a little bit hollower center. It gets washed out and they usually become the creek beds or the low points in the hills or in the ridges. If you're wondering what the rules are for finding quartz out in the National Forest of the Ouachitas, you're allowed to get a handful of quartz, but you can't bring out any excavating equipment and start digging massive holes. You can move stuff around on the surface, but you can't start getting too crazy with it unless it's a quartz crystal mine designated for digging, which there are those in the National Forest and there are some on private land. That's where you can find points as large as my head or bigger. And I bet there's some here, but I might have to dig for those. Oh, look at this cluster. Found some cool points, but now it's probably been over 2 hours. So she was right, she was right.
Still waiting on Cody and I'm getting kind of bored. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take this tent down. It's supposed to be easy enough to do by yourself, so. It's kind of the last thing we have to put up, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it down. Good.
You did?
Yep.
Okay, how long has it been?
I have no idea, I just got bored. I went and looked for a quartz. I got bored, so I thought I'd take the tent down.
Did you find any quartz?
I did.
Can I see your quartz? And how long do you think? Maybe 2 hours?
I don't know, because I haven't even looked at
Okay.
wow.
I think, oh.
So I found this one point. I just kept this because it's the only perfect point. And then I just found that big cluster. I thought it was pretty. And then that's the one from the creek.
Okay. So I feel pretty good about what happened. It didn't take me but like 30 minutes and I made it to the low water bridge. That waterfall looked a lot more impressive 300 feet up in the air with the drone. But the reason I've been gone for so long is I found veins everywhere. Well, I started out, and this is my back pocket. Thought that was cool.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay.
Love that.
All right. Then
You got a lot?
No.
Did you find more than me?
I thought that was cool, but it can be cleaned up. It's a little dirty.
Yeah, it needs to be cleaned.
It needs to be cleaned. All right. Just across the waterfall, or where I left you at, is a vein. And I know there's a massive one. So let's just pull them.
Oh wow, yeah,
out.
you did way better than I did.
And yeah. I was determined to find you one.
Perfect.
Look at this one. They just kept getting bigger and bigger as I went up the hill. Look how gorgeous that is.
Yeah, that's like the handful that I found right up there last time. But I don't know, I didn't find that many, but I did find that one. So.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Throw that in the mix. So there you go, Angel Princess. They're all yours.
Thank you.
I have to say, this has been the most fun I've had in so long. I cannot remember me having this much fun. Of course, going bushwhacking is one of my favorite things in the world to do.
It's just been so refreshing for me. Well, we've got to get out of here, but we want to say that if you like this content, please leave a comment below. YouTube wants engagement, and we read all of our comments. If you drop a comment below, it's guaranteed that we're gonna read it and that we will reply. So thank you guys for watching.
But we'll catch you on the other.